Hello everyone, welcome to round one of the South African simGT Series 17th season, and we are just catching the end of qualifying, which sees Lance Garicino claiming pole position narrowly ahead of Gert James and Bastian Spitzner. Not even a 0.1 of a second between those three guys, so very impressive performance. And tonight I'm joined in the booth by Nick Hodgson. Welcome, Nick.
Thank you, Jason. I appreciate you having me here. I think we could be in for some pretty good racing this evening. It looks like the whole field is actually fairly closely matched.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, we are separated by just 1 second down to about 11th position, so it's still all to play for.
Absolutely, and we've got 38 laps of this Bathurst track to race and see who's got what it takes to really outlast and hold their nerve around what is a fairly tight track.
Of course, and of course, we've got that mandatory pit stop that each driver has to do. So it's going to be interesting to see how the strategies play out here around this interesting circuit around Bathurst. And
Yeah.
the guys will be looking at getting their tire strategies correct. And we'll be looking to see which tires they'll be starting on and finishing with, of course.
Absolutely. I think, as you say, tire strategy could be crucial to this race with very little margin for error. Those barriers are certainly beckoning most of the drivers into them, and by the time we hit the sort of around lap 30, I reckon you're going to see a few tired drivers out there, and having the right tire on and the right tire management from each driver is going to be absolutely critical to make sure you get to the end of the race. Okay, so with qualifying done, we're about to start the race any minute now. All those nerves are going to be starting to rattle as we get started with what is looking like could be a very interesting season for this first part of 2017.
So while the drivers get ready to start the race, we'll look at the qualifying results. It is Lance Garicino starts ahead of Gert James. Bastian Spitz in third, Bashir Jadwat in fourth, Boyd Bryce in fifth, the 2015 champion from fifth position, Jason Absmeyer from sixth, Gabriel Rousseau from seventh, Mark van Rensburg eighth, Mark Hembry ninth, and Amri Sinrain completes the top 10. Marcus Stein from 11th, Matthew Boy from 12th, Brent Lindsay Ray from 13th, Conrad van Wyk from 14th, and Peter van Vuren in 15th position. We're about to start the pace lap, where the drivers will do a pace lap in single file and then speed up to race pace from the final corner of the grid. there.
Okay. Off we go, heading around onto the final, or the start-finish straight, and over the line straight away.
Nick, I think I'm back with you. Are you there?
I think I am here. I dropped out for a second, but we're off and we're racing.
Fantastic. Off we go. Lance Garrisino leading the field by 0.4 of a second. Ahead of Cat James.
He's absolutely right on his tail, and I mean, Bastian has already dropped back a little bit to be second behind, already straight off the line, but I mean, he's got, what, 1, 2, right on his tail as well.
Garrisino will be looking to maintain control of this race and pull a gap back to the rest of the field and work out a nice gap to conduct his pit stop to work with it, of course. But all the cars looking absolutely beautiful. The team's doing a fantastic job with their skinning abilities, and every car looking absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, it is really great to see people putting in so much effort and time with their skins and their own personal liveries, truly taking it absolutely seriously. They're not messing around here. This really matters.
Watching Gabriel Sunner with a good run on Jason Absmeyer. Unfortunately, the cameras have panned away from that. We now watch Marcus State in the Mercedes-Benz trying to get onto terms with which listen that is, unfortunately. But back now with
Markstein looking straight up the inside, didn't quite make it stick, it didn't look like. So Jason, as all the drivers settle into their first few laps, I think it might be a good idea to just let the viewers know how this racing format works for those of us joining for the first time. I mean, obviously we saw there was a formation lap, and then a rolling start, and we got 38 laps to go. But it would be nice to get some more detail on it.
watch Gabriel so all over the back of Jason Absmeyer, trying to force a mistake out of him. And so is Mark Hembry. And I believe that is Kerry Crawford. No, it's Mark van Rensburg, I beg your pardon. The great fight between these four guys. You could throw a blanket over them, as my good friend Cat James would say. There's absolutely nothing in it during these opening stages. out to start lap 4 of 38. Persona under pressure from Mark van Rensburg. This is Amrit Shinran with a good run on Mark Hembry. Will he have a go at him? Yes, he will. Decides to opt out of it. Perhaps a wise decision there by Shinran. Shinran trying everything possible. Outside line, inside line. Trying to unsettle Hembry. But he's coming under pressure now from, that is Hodgson, if I'm not mistaken. Bit of an issue behind Rousseau there. A couple of cars coming together. Doesn't look too bad. All pointing in the right direction still. Now watch Boyd Bryson trying to get onto terms with Bastian Spitzer. Watch Koenraad van Beek in 15th position, battling it out with Peter van Vieren. Those two just 0.3 apart. Interesting move there by, it was, pick up the name unfortunately, it was a good move though. This almighty battle for 6th position between Jason Absma and Gabriel Rousseau, still raging on. And these three guys right behind them. Mark Henry just doesn't quite know which way to go, inside or outside line. Blocked by Porsche and a Nissan. Boyd Bryson Hessling, Bastian Spissner for 4th position. Cinnerain, Hessling, Rousseau for 7th. These two guys, indirectly teammates, of course, they're two AGBS teams. Cinnerain now with a good run on Rousseau. Gonna get up there, that's not quite. Rousseau decides to go around him while they make slight contact. Can Hembry take advantage of this? Number 12 Ferrari's looking for a way past. I believe I made a team error there. Of course, Rousseau is not part of the AGBS outfit. Cinnerain and Rousseau, teammates in the RSA Protea Sim Sports team, our community international team, which I'm a part of. Sometimes I mix up my teammates in the different teams I'm involved in. Beg your pardon. Watching Leslie Oliphant in the stunning Lamborghini, trying to find a way past Dani Steenkamp. We return to Mark Hembry, looking for a good run on Cinnerain. And this one should have the legs on the Ferrari down the back straight. Hembry under braking now, closing towards Cinnerain. Oliphant looking to go around the side of Dani Steenkamp. Can he make it work? Oh, there's contact from behind. Off he goes. Who was that? It was Koenraad van Wyk who got his braking marker all wrong. Van Wyk with a move on Oliphant. Can't make it work. A bit too aggressive, perhaps. Letting Van Wyk, Oliphant back past. Back with Hembry once again. Chasing down Cinnerain across the top of the mountain. Watching Mark van Rensburg having a go at Marcus Dane for a top 10 position. Not quite able to make it stick for now. In the early part of this race, You see the Ferrari Brent Lindsay Ray now looking very second hand at the moment. Looks to have contact with the wall somewhere. Mark Hembry has found his way past Amrish Sinaran and is his way towards Gabriel Rousseau. They're challenging for that 7th position. We watch Jason Usmar chasing down Bastian Spitzner. Once Gary Sina now enjoying a 2-second lead back to James. Bashir Jadwat right there in 3rd, just 5 seconds behind James. Seem to have lost my commentator Nick Hodgson. We'll see if we can get him back as soon as possible. The Nissan of Amrishan closing towards Mark Henry down the straight as we're back with the Van Wyk Oliphant battle. Van Wyk is going to try and dive up the inside. Yes, he's going to make it work. Can Oliphant cut back with a good run out of that corner and challenge him back before the next corner. James has closed that gap to our leader Lance Garrisino to just under 2 seconds. So James maintaining pace with Garrisino. Garrisino not able to move away from James as perhaps as much as he would like to. We see Absma into the wall. He lost the position, lucky for him, but he would have sustained quite a bit of damage. Now under pressure from Gabriel Rousseau, which will work towards Mark Hembry. The tyre information pop up on our screens. Before I get to that, no, just Garrisino maintains that lead. I thought there was a change in the lead of the race. You see Garrisino, James and Bryson on soft tyres. Bitzner on mediums and Absma as well on their medium tyres, and that might be interesting much later on when the pit stops come into play. It does make it even more impressive that Jason Absma can hold 5th position on medium tyres. And the rest of the competitors ahead of him are on softs and behind him as well. So not quite able to get past Upsmar. Upsmar hit the wall pretty hard there at the top of the mountain. That RPM Porsche must be struggling now with a bit of damage. Can Rousseau take it to Upsmar? Although the Porsche of Rousseau is not looking exactly immaculate either. And aiming for a good result here at Bathurst. So with a good run on Upsmar, unfortunately we panned away there to watch this battle between Steyn and Van Rensburg. The battle for 10th position. It is Mercedes-Benz versus McLaren. Back to Upsmar we are. What has happened to Gabriel Rousseau? He's now behind Mark Hembury. So something's happened to Rousseau there off camera. Rousseau down to 9th position. She's dropping down to 11th now. Of course, this is a hugely demanding track, demanding absolute focus and attention, especially across the top of the mountain. The drivers will be thankful for the rest breaks they get down the long straights, but it's not long before they get on top of the twisty section. They need to keep it off the wall, and they would actually damage the cars. So cameraman liking this Cinerain Henbury battle for 7th position. Lance Garrison is still well in command of this race, 2.7 seconds ahead of Cat James in the AGBS Nissan. So it's Ferrari leading this race. Garricino, Cat James in 2nd in the Nissan. Bashir Jadwat 3rd in the Mercedes-Benz. And Boyd Bryce in 4th in the McLaren, so the top 4, and Bastian Spitzner 5th, the Audi. So there's an Upsmar in the Porsche as well, so the top 6 positions all having different manufacturers involved, so that's interesting, and it looks like the cars are well balanced around this Bathurst circuit, making for very interesting racing indeed. Boy Brasser now latching onto Shejadwat. He wants that 3rd position. With 25 laps to go, still plenty of time for anything to happen, really. Steyn pits from 11th. Strategy, are they on for a 2-stopper? It could be. We see Bashir Jadwat in the System Mercedes-Benz coming to pit from third position. Really not taking it too. Absma, but he's made a mistake and slowed himself. Unfortunately, Mark Embry had nowhere to go. Ferrari collecting the rear of the Nissan. Mark Embry feeling the need to wait for Cinerain, although I feel it's not really necessary. But Cinerain has now dropped down to 9th position. Embry up to 7th. 5 seconds behind Jason Absma. Marcus Stein still in the pits. To see our race leader Lance Garrisino diving into the pits. Interesting to see what tyre choice he goes for now for his second stint. We're Bryson with a great drive out of turn 1. Can he take it to Bashir Jadwat? Down the mountain straight we go, heading towards Quarry turn 2. And I think he's got that move done already, has he? Yes, he has. Wow, the McLaren really doing well down the straight, although I do think it was due to that great exit he had out of turn 1. Go back to Jason Ausmeyer, who has Lance Garrisino joining just ahead of him. So Garrisino rejoins the field in 5th position. Absmai will be desperate to find his way past Garrisino. Will Garrisino let him go? No, he won't. Marcus Sen, in fact, is retired from this race. The Grim Reaper team, unfortunately, has got one car down, but one car still in it and in 3rd position. Just 2 seconds behind Boyd Bryson. Bastian Spitz is looking very strong in 4th position on the medium tyre and looking to go longer perhaps than the 3 guys in front of him. Just watch closely to see how that strategy plays out. See Lance Garrisino has changed from the soft tyre to the medium tyre. He might be looking to go to the end on that medium tyre. AGBS now leading this race 1-2 here, James in 1st, but as I said that Boyd Bryson, he still maintains 2nd. The timing board jumps up and down as it does in the Assetto Corsa. Get excited about nothing here. This is Bashir Jadwat pitting from 3rd position in the Grim Reaper Mercedes-Benz. Now on the soft tyre, will he go to the mediums? Garrisino, of course, having pitted already up to 4th position behind Bastian Spitzner. Jadwat rejoining in 8th position behind Mark van Rensburg. Jadwat opting to go on the soft tyre and not the mediums like Lance Garrisino did. Perhaps another stop would be in order for Jadwat. We'll see how he looks after his tyres as the race plays out. James now, our race leader, not having pitted yet, will be looking to extend his gap as much as possible to see if he can rejoin track ahead of Lance Garrisino, our former race leader. Back now with Lance Garrisino trying to chase down Bastian Spitzner. This is for actual position. I believe Spitzner hasn't actually in fact pitted yet, so Garrisino will find his way past once Spitzner does do his pit stop. Garrisino, of course, will be concerned that James is getting away at the front. Perhaps has that gap's worth of a pit stop. With the Shejad Watch just 0.7 of a second behind Mark van Rensburg. Garrisino closing towards Spitzner, looking for that third position. This should be a great fight to watch between these two guys. Spitzner, brand new to Sim Race South Africa, only been with us for about not even a week or so, and has been very impressive. The German driver from Leipzig. Of course, Jason Upsmeyer right there as well in fifth position, just the 1.5 seconds between these two. We can look forward to an Audi, Ferrari, and Porsche battle. Three-way battle for fourth position, no, third position. Beg your pardon. Amrit Shinray now coming to the pits from ninth position. The question is, when will our race leader here, James, conduct his pit stop? Oh, Bashir Watt gets it almost wrong. We did get it wrong, but did very well to get it back under control and out of the wall. Grim Reaper, Mercedes-Benz there. Oh, there's a move here from Garrisino up the inside. There's contact. Both cars hit the wall there, unfortunately. Upsmire's caught up to the rear of Garrisino. After that incident between Garrisino and Spitzner. Here comes a move from Upsmire. No, not quite. Close enough there. Trying to get it done through the chase and see a braking maneuver from Lance Garrisino. He moves up into third position. And Upsmire has gone along with him. So Spitzner has lost 2 positions. I wonder if that contact with the wall is now affecting that Audi. And he's able to keep up with Upsmire through that corner. Mark Kemper in 6th position, just 1.5 seconds between these three. So the battle for third position really hotting up, as we see Abasmai having a sneaky look up the inside. Garicino goes defensive. Abasmai says, fine, I'm going to try on the outside. Garicino does a bit of farming, cutting the grass there. Back with Rousseau, putting a move on Donny Stink up for 13th. He's 14th, I beg your pardon. Rousseau fighting his way back after a couple of incidents at the beginning of the race. It looks like he's actually repaired that Porsche in a pit stop. Back with the Abasmai Garicino battle. I'm going to keep a look on Cat James to see when he does do his pit stops. It's going to be fascinating to see where he comes out when compared to these three drivers. Matthew Boy with the slightly bent rear wing. Back with the Porsche Peter van Vieren, now in 10th position in the Trigon Racing Porsche. About 4 seconds behind Brent Lindsay-Ray. "18 laps done. When will Cat James conduct his pit stop?" But his teammate Boyd Bryson right behind him. Not right behind exactly, is about 12 seconds behind him. See Mark van Rensburg falling down the grid. That's been an issue for him. Bastian Spitzner into the pit lane from 6th position. That what once passed Van Rensburg. So does Rousseau on Oliphant. It's got a great run on Van Rensburg. He's going to try and go around the outside at the cutting. He's turn 4. He's got that move done. Great move there by Judd Watt. 2014 champion getting it done. In comes Matthew Boy from 13th position in the AGBS McLaren. In comes Mark Embry from 5th. Garicino in 3rd position, having done his pit stop already, trails Boyd Bryson by 27 seconds and another 7 seconds behind race leader Cat James. I think that Cat James has done enough now. If he had to do a pit stop, that he would come out ahead of Lance Garicino. Here comes Conrad van Wyk into the pit lane. That is Mark van Rensburg. Surely James is going to pit on the next lap. It'd be ideal to do it in the middle of the race. Ended pit stop there by Koeman van Beek, I think. As we watch our race leader here, James, coming into the pit lane. We will watch that gap diminish between him and Lance Garicino, but does he have enough to come out ahead of him? He might just. Will he go for soft tyres yet again? I think he will. There will be an advantage against Garicino on the mediums. Hodgson now caught behind Mark van Rensburg. Yes, and here James has done it, I think. Maintains the race lead ahead of Lance Garicino on the soft tyre as well. Garicino on the mediums. That will be in favour of James. He'll be quicker. He's actually, it looks like he's found a way to make the softs last compared to the mediums. So it looks like some great setup by the AGBS team. I see contact between Spitzner and van Rensburg. On both they go. There it is, folks. That's the gap for the race lead. Garicino trails James by 2.5 seconds. He has van Rensburg between him and James. Boyd Bryson just 4 seconds behind Garicino as well after having done his pit stop. And Judd Watt 9 seconds behind Bryson in 4th position. The yellow flag out on the circuit. Somebody's gone off the circuit. It is James who leads this race 3.5 seconds ahead of Garicino. Boyd Bryson in 3rd, Judd Watt in 4th, Hembury in 5th. Good comeback drive here by Hembury. Jason Osma in 6th, Henderson ran 7th, Mark van Rensburg in 8th, Bastian Spitzner in 9th, and Gabriel Rousseau up into the top 10 for now after dropping to the back of the field. So good comeback drive there by Rousseau. Peter van Vieren, Rousseau's teammate, in 11th. Listen, getting around the shape there. We need to keep an eye on the gap there between James and Garicino. Now at 4.4 seconds. So James has extended that gap. It was about 2.2 when he left the pit lane. Back to 16 cars after 20 started. So 4 cars have succumbed to the race so far. Boy, Bryson in third position now, reading in Lance Garrisino. Gap was 3.3 seconds, now down to 2.4 and closing. Bryson taking chunks out of the time. Almost every corner now down to 1.3 seconds. Really taking it to Garrisino now. Of course, Garrisino is on the slower medium tire. Perhaps it'll play into his favor later on in the race, perhaps the last 5-6 laps or so. But right now, it's suiting James and Bryson both on the soft tire, first and third. And outpacing Garrisino for the moment. Judd Watt, a good 40 seconds behind third position. Bryson. See Garrisino diving into the pits. Clearly that medium tire not working for him. Probably will switch to the soft tire. Though that probably sustained a lot of damage. Perhaps it's coming for repairs. Back with Van Rensburg in the RPM McLaren. He is 3.2 seconds behind Amrish Sinaran in the AGBS Nissan. Watt 2 into the pit lane. Will work into the favor of Mark Hembry, who moves up to third position on the soft tire. And HRT Ferrari working very well on course for a podium position finish. Garrisino leaves the pit lane alongside Jason Osmai, who's got the drag. He's got it under braking, should I say. Garrisino goes around the outside. What a great move that is. What can Osmai do here? Won't have liked the move by Garrisino. Great context between these very fast sim races in their own right. Bastian Spitzner leaving the pit lane now on the soft tire. Edward now reading Sinaran in all the time. Gaps down to 0.8 of a second. Danny Steenkamp now hustling Spitzner for 14th position. AGBS now enjoying a 1-2 lead of this race. James leading, of course. Bryson in second. Bryson taking a bit of time out of James to see how that inter-team battle develops. Mark Henry enjoying third position so far. Great performance by the HRT Ferrari so far. We're back with the Judd Watson battle. Rex should be better across the top of the mountain here. What can he do? Upside any crazy move. I think he's going to try and have a go at the Nissan with a good exit down the back straight, Conrad straight. A good drive out of Forest Elbow, which I go through now as we see. I think that is Brent Lindsay pointing the wrong direction. I'm not quite sure if Matthew Boy was involved there or not. Back with Judd Watt. Listen, just increasing the gap down Conrad straight as they approach the chase. In 20, 21, and 22, that complex. Judd Watt with a look up the inside. Can he make it work? Oh, Cinerain's gone wide. Does a bit of farming. Through goes Judd Watt to 6th position. The race just starting to settle now. The field evenly spread out around the circuit. James moving away from his teammate Bryson, well in command of this race. James, of course, defending his championship title from 2016, and he's doing it the right way, starting his defense the right way. Well in command of this race and on course to take victory here at Bathurst, round 1 of the South African simGT series. The very quick Bongi Mobile having a terrible race at the moment. Seems like something's happened on lap 2 and unfortunately he's kept his car in the pit lane. Probably just enjoying the spectacle this race has turned out to be. Watch Boyd Brassen put a lap on Conrad van Beek. Van Beek doing a good job there, not holding up the car about to lap him. Really not over between these two, Sinnereen and Van Rensburg. 0.9 of a second between them. Back with Danny Steenkamp, who leads. That is Brent Lindsay-Ray. Speaking of Lindsay-Ray, there he is, the magnificent Echo Racing Ferrari. One of my most favorite skins of the season so far. We keep an eye on the Spitzner Olifant battle. These two cars, the closest together the field. Just 9 laps remaining. Cat James well on course to take victory here at Bathurst. Cement his lead in the South African simGT Series Drivers' Championship. Together with his teammate Boyd Brassen, they will take the lead in the Teams Championship. A great start to their title defense from 2016. A great move there by Bastian Spitzner. Spitzner, next up for Spitzner is... In fact, Spitzner is a lap down at the moment. So just unlapping himself there from Ginsberg. Oh, and Fundraiser gets all wrong, gets some air. Oh, big moment there. McLaren will be badly damaged after that. Back with the Judd Watt as he tries to chase down Absmeyer. About 4 seconds behind. Where? Judging by the current tyre choices, it was the soft tyre which was the better strategy for this race. We saw Garicino briefly on the mediums and coming back into the pit lane and changing to the soft tyre as well. An extra pit stop there for Garicino and sitting back, but it's just 4 seconds behind Hembury, so looking to fight back for at least a podium position result. Oh, and Judd Watt hits the wall. Oh, just panned away there. But Judd Watt has hit the wall there. He's losing positions or time all the time. I don't think Cinerain will be close enough to take advantage of that though. Then come 3 seconds behind Van Beek, I think that is. There's Matthew Boy now, 3 seconds. Van Beek came into the pit lane then. Judd Watt now closing in on Absmai. I think we could see a good battle for 5th position for the end of this race, although there's just 6 laps remaining. Boyd Bryson conducting a pit stop now. He's gone for a second stop. Mark Hembury moves up into 2nd position, of course, after that. Garicino up into 3rd. Not quite sure if that is in fact tyre wear or perhaps Bryson had a problem. Perhaps damaged to the AGBS McLaren. Absmai up into 4th. Judd Watt up into 5th. Keaton Bryson will stay at 6th now. Surely Bryson must have had a problem. I would think he would have tried to push through towards the end, just 6 laps remaining. course, the way we've done the racing at SimRace SA for the 2017.1 season is each SimRace SA member has to earn their spot on the grid for the South African simGT Pro Split. This is the Pro Split that you're watching now. And the drivers do that by doing well in the races leading up to this final. So there's 3 races leading up to it. We take the top 9 from the Porsche Cup race, top 6 from the GT4 series, the top 3 from the TT Cup. From that we select 18 drivers, and then the final 2 positions are given away to the 2 guys that have claimed the fastest 2 lap times after the last chance qualifier time attack session. Both Rousseau and Rousseau earned their positions on the grid from the time attack session. They're currently 9th. Beg your pardon, Bastian Spitzner and Rousseau earned their SSMGT grid slots from the time attack. And what now? It's got that gap to Absmai down to just a second, under a second in fact. Forward to a great battle here for 4th position. Mercedes-Benz versus Porsche. 2 Stuttgarters. Big slide there by Jadwat, absolutely on the ragged edge. And as I say that, it's pushed too hard into the wall he goes. Smashed to the side of the Mercedes-Benz. And we are robbed, unfortunately, from a fantastic battle between Jadwat and Absmai. General in 6th, not close enough to take advantage of that area by Jadwat. See how that Mercedes-Benz gets on with the rest of the race. Danny Steenkamp now in the RPM, one of the RPM Porsches, trying to chase down Matthew Boy, just 2 seconds behind him. Well, he's seen our leader, Cat James, in the feed. I'll get that sorted out for the last couple of laps. He hasn't been close enough for the cameraman to another car for the cameraman to pan towards him. We try to keep the camera focused on the cars that are closest together. Did need to serve some coverage. Jacob has got Mark Hembry just behind him. Hembry will be about to put a lap on Steenkamp. Oh, a big moment there. Who is that? I think that is it Bashir Jadwat or Marcus Stan? One of the, it must be Bashir Jadwat. Stan is out of this race. Judd Watt is really struggling with that very damaged Mercedes-Benz indeed. You will try to wrestle that move towards the end for some good, well-earned points. Really in 8th position. Solid points haul. Once Garrison in 3rd, much closer to Mark Hembry now, just 4 seconds behind him. I think we saw Bashir Jadwat diving into the pits. Yes, we have Jadwat electing to some running repairs just before race end. The car must be really bad if he needs to do that. Our 7th place man, Boyd Bryson. The AGBS McLaren. Champion from 2015.2, I think it was the season. Immensely experienced sim racer. During his time around Bathurst. Boyd Bryson now just 1.6 seconds behind Van Rensburg. Watch Jason Numbers about to put a lap on his Oliphant. Van Rensburg enjoying a stunning outing on his during his maiden South African simGT race. Very much a rookie here at Sim Race South Africa, but really doing well. Finding himself ahead of 2015.2 champion Boyd Bryson. Can he keep him behind him? Just 2 laps remaining. Oh, Van Rensburg's put into the wall, and Bryson will easily sneak through. Easily done, unfortunately, around here. Van Rensburg, of course, also on the medium tyre. He now leads Rousseau in 8th position. This is a great fight back from the back of the field. But Van Rensburg once back past Bryson and just right with him. Then come with a move on Boy for 11th. He will easily fly past. You guys have Lance Carosino bearing down on them, about to put a lap on them. Found our race leader here, James. There he is. Stunning drive back here, James. Started the final lap of this race. Hasn't put a foot wrong. Got his strategy absolutely perfect. 2 stints on the soft tire. Great performance here by the AGBS driver. Great start to his 2017.1 campaign. I was a bit concerned that perhaps the Nissan didn't quite have it this season, but it clearly does, and it's making it work for him. There's 2 corners remaining now for here, James. Here we go, here's the final corner. Yeah, James will take victory at Bathurst for Team AGBS. Congratulations to him. Mark Henry would claim 2nd position ahead of Lance Garrison, who completes the podium. Yes, Osman now just a couple of corners for him to go to claim 4th position for RPM. That concludes round one of the South African simGT series at Bathurst. From me, Jason Holden-Jones, thank you very much for joining me. And if you're watching this and you would like to get involved in the racing, visit our website at www.simracesa.co.za and why not try the club race for your first ever sim race with us, get some experience and get involved with the big guns here. The racing is fantastic. We promote clean and fair racing. What more could you ask for? Anyway, until round two, all the best and thing. Goodbye.